Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to play a little PC replay baseball, 1967 Red Sox, taking on the 1927 Yankees, Game 5, best of 9. Yaz, Tony C, and the Impossible Dream battle the Sultan of Swat, Iron Horse, and Murderer's Row. This series stands at 2 games apiece. This is Game 5, best of 9. How did we get here? The 4 games I played offline, 3 of them were outstanding. 1 was a massacre. Game 1, the Yankees came back to defeat the Boston Red Sox 5-4 in New York. Moore, out of the bullpen, got the win. Gentleman Jim Lomborg, the loss. Yastrzemski, Canigliaro hit homers for 67. Dream Team. Murderer's Row had homers from Lou Gehrig and Ben Pasquale. Player of the game, Lou Gehrig. So the Yankees were up 1-0. Game 2 in the best of 9. In Boston, the Red Sox rally for a 4-3 victory. Sparky Lyle got the win out of the pen, defeating Urban Shocker. The only home run hit by the 27 Yankees, Lou Gehrig, that was his 3rd, as he had 2 in Game 1. Tony Horton, here's a who, was the MVP for the Red Sox. He DH'd for the 67 squad. The series was tied at 1. We now move to Game 3 in Boston, and this was the Boston Massacre. The 27 Yankees in Murderer's Row, 19 hits, 15 runs to Boston's 1 run and 6 hits. Boston also committed 2 errors. Herb Pennock, got the win. Gary Ding Dong Bell got his bell rung quite a bit. Pennock was the player of the game for the Yankees. Yankees led the series 2-1. We move to Game 4. Back in New York, the 67 Impossible Dream Team win a tight one, 3-2. Lomborg evens up his record in the series as he gets the win. He's 1-1. Waite Hoyt, no decision in Game 1, took the loss in Game 2. Sparky Lyle got the save. It was a 1-out save in Game 4. Player of the game, catcher Russ Gibson hit a homer for the 67 squad. Ruth hit his first bippity-boppity-boom. Babe Ruth for the losing team was the player of the game. We now move on to Game 5. And let's click play. So it's going to be Lee Stange versus Urban Shocker. Stange, no decision. Pitched Game 2. Let's click play. And we're going to stick with Lee Stange. Let's go to the Yankees lineup and AI that. Combs, Koenig, Ruth, Gehrig, Musil, Lazzeri, Dugan. Let's put Ben Pasquale. What we've been doing for the Yankees is putting Ben Pasquale in the 7th spot behind Lazzeri. Dugan in the 8th. Collins, the catcher, batting 9th. Excuse me. For the 67 team, we're going to go with, in center field, Reggie Smith leading off. He struggled, though. But I feel he's going to come around at some point. Playing second, batting second, Mike Andrews. Batting third. Playing left field, Triple Crown winner, 1967, Carl Yastrzemski, the man they call Yaz. Cleanup hitter, right fielder, Tony Canigliaro. So Tony C is in right. Batting 5th. First baseman, the boomer, George Scott. Batting 6th, the DH, Tony Horton. And the way we did it was any player that played for the Red Sox in 67 is eligible. Batting 7th, playing shortstop, Rico Petrocelli. Batting 8th, third baseman. We're going to go with Don Demeter because he doesn't commit errors, has horrible range, but we're going to go with Don Demeter. Batting 9th. Well, we're going to stick with Russ Gibson. He's been hot. And he'll do the catching. So Gibson's behind the plate. The game is at Yankee Stadium. Once again, quickly to the lineups. Reggie Smith leads off for the Red Sox in center. Mike Andrews bats second, plays second. Carly Yastrzemski, left fielder, bats third. Cleanup hitter Tony Canigliaro, right fielder. George Scott bats fifth, plays first base. Tony Horton bats sixth, the DH. Playing shortstop, batting seventh, Rico Petrocelli. Don Demeter mans the hot corner for the 67 Red Sox. He'll bat eighth. Batting ninth, doing the catching, Russ Gibson. For the Yankees, standard lineup. Earl Combs leads off in center field. Mark Koenig bats second at short. The Bambino, the Sultan of Swat, Babe Ruth, right field, bats third. The cleanup hitter, Iron Horse Lou Gehrig. Bob Musil in left, bats fifth. Tony Push-em-up Lazzeri plays second, bats sixth. Batting seventh, the DH, Ben Pasquale. Playing third, batting eighth for the 27 Yankees, Joe Dugan. Doing the catching, Pat Collins, batting ninth. To Yankee Stadium we go. Lee Stange has no record. He pitched one game, 6 innings, ERA 4.05, whip 1.35. Urban Shocker started a game, pitched 8 innings, ERA 4.50, 0-1, whip 1.38. Will the balls be flying out of the house that Ruth built? We shall find out in moments. This is PC Replay Baseball. I take a swig of Gatorade, and here we go. Yankee Stadium. Here's Reggie Smith, 125 in the series, no ribbies. Urban Shocker, the right-handed hurler, on the mound. The pitch to Reggie Smith. Fly ball out to center field. Charging in is Combs. Will he make the catch? Yes, he will. He makes the diving catch, robbing Reggie Smith of a hit. Reggie just can't catch a break. One down. Nice play by Combs. That will bring up Red Sox second baseman Mike Andrews, 154, no ribbies. Righty-righty matchup. Collins sets the target. Shocker to Andrews. That's going to be a single to center. One out, one on for Andrews. Yankees looking to turn two. They're at double play depth in the infield. Carl Yastrzemski steps to the plate, 250, 2 ribbies, and a homer. Yaz digs into the left-hander's batter's box. Shocker to Yaz. Yastrzemski pops out to Gehrig. Oh, boy, he got jammed. 2 outs now. Shocker rubs up the baseball, now back up on the perch. They'll face Tony Canigliaro. Canigliaro, 267, 3 ribbies, and a homer. Andrews will be off on contact. Shocker nods his head. The pitch to Canigliaro. That's a fly ball to center. Combs, a busy beaver, makes the catch. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here in New York. Series tied at 2. Game 5, best of 9. Due up for Murderers Row, 1927 Yankees. Combs, Koenig, Ruth. If anyone gets on, Lou Gehrig. Lee Stange on the mound. Combs batting .278 with a ribby. He's a left-handed batter. The pitch to Combs. That ball goes the other way. Demeter has it. It's off his glove. Oh, Nelly. Rolls into left field. Demeter with absolutely horrible range. Looks down at his glove, but that's a hit for Combs. Red Sox look to turn 2. Combs, a speedy runner at first. Mark Koenig steps to the plate. We're going to play our corners in. Koenig batting .353 in a ribby. Stange to Koenig. Koenig swings the stick. It's a fly ball to right. Retreating to first is Combs. Canigliaro makes the catch. 1 down, 1 on. That will bring up George Herman Babe Ruth, the Bambino, the Sultan of Swat, the man who built this ballpark. Ruth, .286, 3 ribbies, and a homer. On deck is Gehrig. Doesn't get any easier for Stange. Stange nods his head. Gibson sets the target for the Bambino. The pitch to Ruth. Fly ball out to center field. Reggie Smith racing towards right center field. Can he make the catch? Stay away from the 6. Yes! Reggie Smith makes the diving catch, robbing George Herman Babe Ruth of a hit. Combs retreats the first. 2 down. That will bring up Lou Gehrig. Gehrig batting .385. 7 runners knocked in, 3 home runs. Musil on deck struggling. Big moment here for Stange and the '67 Red Sox. The pitch to Gehrig. That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. It is crushed to right field. Lou Gehrig has now hit 4 home runs in this series, totaling 9 RBIs in this series. 2-0 Yankees on the bippity-boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse, touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. Yankees fans rejoice. 2 outs, base is empty for Bob Musil. Musil struggling with the stick, 188, 1 ribby, no homers. The pitch to Musil, right-handed batter. That ball shot to center field. It's going to bounce around in the monuments. It is a stand-up triple for Musil. Yankees looking to do some more 2-out damage. Musil stands at third, 90 feet away from the Yankees' 3rd run here in the 1st inning. Tony, push him up. Lazzeri at the plate. Lazzeri, 4-12, 4 ribbies, no home runs. Gibson has a word with Stange, now back behind the plate. The pitch to push him up, Lazzeri. Lazzeri, that's a hit on the 14. 3-0 Yankees. Oh, wow. Could be a very short leash on Stange. That brings up Ben Pasquale. Pasquale, the DH, 4 ribbies, batting .500. He does have a homer. Lazzeri looks to run. He's going to steal. He's going to attempt to steal. He needs higher than a 36. He's thrown out by Russ Gibson. Mike Andrews applies the tag. Side is retired, but the Yankees strike for 3. A 2-run homer by Gehrig, followed by a triple and a single by Lazzeri. 3-0. We go to the top of the 2nd. Due up for the '67 Red Sox, having to make up some ground. George Scott, the boomer. Tony Horton. Rico Petrocelli. Scott batting .500 with a ribby. Urban Shocker on the mound with a 3-run lead. Shocker to Scott. Popped up. Right side, Gehrig waits for it. The first baseman makes the catch, 1 out. Here's Tony Horton, the DH, 417, 4 ribbies, no homers. Righty-righty matchup. Collins sets up, down, and away. The pitch to Tony Horton. Horton with a 9. Grounds it to the shortstop, Koenig. Actually pops it up to the shortstop, Koenig, in foul territory. My faux pas. 2 down. Base is empty for Rico Petrocelli. Rico not even batting 100. .067. Rico is due. Will he be suave? Shocker rocks and deals. Petroselli, that's a 12 to Koenig. Possible error, so it's an error check on Koenig. We need a high roll. Yes! Mark Koenig butchers the ball. Inning stays alive. It's an error. And E6 on Mark Koenig. Why is Petroselli stealing? Oh, boy. We need higher than a 43. He's out. Good job, Rico. Way to run us out of the inning. Petroselli gunned out by Pat Collins. Lazzeri applies the tag, so the Yankees return the favor of an out attempt stealing. We go to the bottom of the second, 3-0 New York. Series tied at 2, best of 9. Lee Stange gave up 3 runs in the first, has to start putting up goose eggs. Here's the pitch to Ben Pasquale, the DH, 500. 4 ribbies. Stange rocks and deals. Pasquale, that's a hit on the 14 to center. Joining us here at Yankee Stadium, D. Scott Howard, the GOAT Whisperer. Hope all is well to D. Scott. Stange is in trouble. Joe Dugan at the plate. Third baseman batting 154 with 2 ribbies. The pitch to Dugan. It's a hit and run. Ground out to first. Scott takes it to the bag himself. Pasquale advances. Good piece of professional hitting. You had the hit and run. Dugan knows he's got to get the bat in the ball, and that's just what he did. 1 out. Another duck on the pond for the Yankees. Pasquale at second. Pat Collins at the plate. The Yankee catcher, 133, no ribbies. Hopefully he doesn't get his first here. Pitch homeward bound to Pat Collins. Collins swings at a bad pitch. Bounces it to the right side. Andrews flips to first. Pasquale moves to third. 2 down. Top of the order, Earl Combs. He singled in his first at-bat. Combs digs into the left-hander's batter's box. Stange takes a quick look to third. Now in at the plate. The pitch to Combs. Strikes him out. Gets him looking. They strand Pasquale at third. Stange needed that goose egg. We go to the top of the third. 3-0 Yankees. 2 up for the 67 Red Sox. Demeter, Gibson, then the top of the order, Reggie Smith. Don Demeter, 143, no ribbies. Shocker is ready. He kicks and deals. Demeter swings on the 16. Punches it to right. Way to go, Donnie Demeter. When you see a number like an 11 or a 10 in the 1 or 2 column, again, the 1 or 2 columns are better for the pitcher. That's a batter making getting a hit on a tough pitch. That's the way I look at it. And Shocker doesn't strike out many people. You can see not many 1s in the 1 or 2 column. In fact, he has a lot of 5s. So Demeter at first, no outs for Russ Gibson. Gibson wants that 6-6 right here. Got a good shot at a home run, a 6-6. The pitch to Russ Gibson. Instead, it's a 13 Lazzeri. Error check on Lazzeri, so they won't turn 2. We need a very high roll. Lazzeri makes the play. Knocks it down. Flips to Koenig. They get the force on Demeter for out number 1. Reaching on the fielder's choice, the Red Sox catcher, Russ Gibson. So Gibson at first, 1 out, top of the order. Reggie Smith, 0 for 1. Switch hitter, batting lefty. Yankees hoping to turn 2 in the infield. They're at halfway depth. Smith awaits the offering. Shocker deals. Reggie Smith. Comebacker to Shocker. Can they turn 2? Possible double play. Let's wait. Oh, he needs a 4 or better. No, they can't turn it. Reggie Smith beats the relay throw. Gibson went in hard to second. Koenig couldn't get much on that throw. Inning stays alive. 2 out, Smith at first. Mike Andrews singled his first time up. Shocker nods his head. He deals to Andrews. That's a deep fly ball to right, but not deep enough. At the track, waiting for it. The Bambino, Ruth makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the third. 3-0. 27 Yankees and Murderers Row. Lee Stange back to the mound, knowing he must put up a goose egg for the dream team to have any attempt at a comeback. He will face Koenig, Ruth, and Gehrig. Gehrig homered in his first at-bat. Mark Koenig flew out to Conigliaro. Switch hitter batting lefty. Stange is ready. He kicks and deals. Koenig grounds it to Andrews, who throws to Scott. 1 down. Koenig now 0 for 2. That brings up the Bambino George Herman Babe Ruth. Flew out to center. The pitch to Ruth. Ground ball to Petrocelli. 12. Error check on Rico. Please be suave. Low roll. Rico backhands. Has trouble getting out of his glove. Throws low. Scooped out of the dirt by Scott. 2 down. Nice play by Petrocelli. Marquand, 1976. How are you doing? He says, This Week in Baseball immediately following the conclusion of this game. I loved This Week in Baseball. We had an excellent playoff game between the Red Sox and the Yankees. Yankees came back and won. Forces a deciding game 3 tomorrow at Yankee Stadium. All hands on deck for both teams. Red Sox took game 1, Yankees took game 2. Hopefully the Red Sox take game 3 and move on to the divisional series. At least that's what I'm hoping. Good to see Marquand, 1976, and D. Scott Howard. Alrighty, 2 outs. Lou Gehrig has been a one-man wrecking crew against the Red Sox. 429, 9 ribbies. He had a 2-run homer in his first at-bat, and I believe that makes 4 home runs on the series. Musil on deck. Lee Stange nods his head. Gibson sets up down and away. Stange has to hit the target here. The pitch to Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse. That ball could be high and deep and gone. Holy cow. Oh boy, we need a 1. It's a 2. Still a possible home run. Does he lift it out of the ballpark? Stay away from the 6. It's a single. Woo. Dodged the bullet there. Stange is in trouble. Bob Musil steps to plate. He tripled after the Gehrig homer and would score on the Lazzeri single, thus the 3 runs in the first. Stange asks for a new baseball. He gets it. Gibson squats back down behind the plate, pounds the mitt, sets the target. The pitch to Bob Musil. That's a strikeout looking on the breaking pitch. We go to the top of the 4th. Lee Stange does his J.O.B., puts up another goose egg, but the Yankees still lead 3-0. Due up for the 67 Red Sox. Yastrzemski, Conigliaro, Scott, if anyone gets on, Tony Horton. Yaz 0 for 1. Popped out to Gehrig. Yastrzemski looking to grip and rip and send it out of the house that Ruth built. Shocker sends it homeward bound to Carl Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski pops it up once again, this time left side. Shortstop Koenig is calling for it on the outfield grass, makes the catch. 1 down. Tony Conigliaro flew out to center. He's 0 for 1. He awaits the offering. The pitch. Conigliaro. Oh, Nelly! Tony needs a 6. Oh, it's a single. So a single for Conigliaro. That moves his batting average up to 294. More importantly, it brings the boomer George Scott to the plate. Scott popped out to Gehrig in his first at-bat. Scott has some pop, 19 homers in 67 to go with a 303 batting average. In the series so far, 462 and a ribby. Conigliaro at first, Yankees hoping to turn 2 to end the top of the 4th. Shocker to Scott. 48. Ball hit to the right side. Shocker moving towards the first base bag. Fields it and wins the foot race as Gehrig just gets out of the way. 2 down. Conigliaro to second. Cutter historical. How are you doing, my friend? As he says, a single because he wants to mingle. I'd rather have the homer. So Conigliaro in scoring position for Tony Horton. Popped out to Koenig in foul territory. Come on, Tony Horton. He awaits the offering. Pitch homeward bound. Tony Horton, that is an out. As again, he pops it up left side. Koenig converging with Dugan. Koenig calls off the third baseman, squeezes it for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 Yankees. Due up for the 27 Yankees, Lazzeri, Pasquale, and Dugan to face Lee Stange. Stange had a horrible first inning. Been shaky, but pitched his way out of it. Lazzeri, 1 for 1. He singled in Musil after Musil tripled in the first after Gehrig hit a 2-run homer. The pitch to Tony, push him up Lazzeri. That ball is driven to center field. Lazzeri racing around second. The relay throw, not in time. Lazzeri slides in safe. A leadoff triple for Tony, push him up Lazzeri. Stange in a pickle once again. Infield will move in. Ben Pasquale at the plate. Singled in his first at-bat. Stange takes a deep breath. He rocks and deals to Ben Pasquale. That is going to be a double down the left field line. 4-0 Yankees, and that's it for Lee Stange. Stange is coming out of the game. They have righty, righty, lefty. We're going to go with, again, anyone who played for the Red Sox in '67 was eligible for this series. So even players who were traded away are eligible. I think I'm going to go with Don McMahon. We're going with Don McMahon. Here comes Don McMahon. Dugan at the plate, no outs. Pasquale at second. McMahon done with his warm-up tosses. Quick word with Gibson. Gibson back behind the plate. The pitch to the Yankee third baseman, Joe Dugan, 0 for 1. Ground ball to Andrews. Error check on the 13. Andrews pretty good defensive second baseman. We need to stay 52 or under. And Andrews makes the play. He flips to first. Pasquale advances to third. 1 out. Infield moves in again. Number 9 batter, Pat Collins, grounded out his first time up. Infield in. McMahon looking for the strikeout. He kicks and deals to Collins. 17. Ooh, we want the strikeout. So if it's odd, it's a strikeout. It's out! Yes! Odd. So McMahon, the strikeout pitcher, blows it past Pat Collins. Had he made contact, would have been a sac fly. 2 outs. Pasquale still at third. Infield back to normal. Top of the order, Earl Combs is singled and struck out. Gibson wiggles the fingers. McMahon is ready. The pitch to Combs. That's a hit on the 12. Oh, no! Nice! The 12 is an out. Beautiful. Oh, boy, I thought that was a single, but because he has the asterisk, the pitcher, McMahon, stops the hit. He jams him and turns it into a pop-out. You can see the asterisk here. Normally, a 12 through 16 is a single on the 2 column, but you see McMahon's very tough. Asterisk here, asterisk here, asterisk here, and asterisk there. And guess what? Earl Combs can sit his asterisk on the bench, except he's got to go out and play defense. Yankees do get 1. They have a very comfortable 4-0 lead top of the 5th. Urban Shocker is throwing a 3-hit shutout. For the Red Sox, Rico Petrocelli now batting .063. Demeter and Gibson. The pitch to Petrocelli from Urban Shocker. Petrocelli will strike out on the 50. Swing and a miss. He's pressing. Rico is pressing. Yankee fans loving it. Here's Don Demeter. He singled his first at-bat. Shocker. He's ready. The pitch to Demeter. 16. Singles to right. That's why Don Demeter's in this lineup. But now we need to get some more hits. Demeter has 2 of the 4 Red Sox hits. Russ Gibson has a home run in this series. Yankees hope to turn 2. Gibson reached on a fielder's choice. Demeter takes his lead at first. The pitch to Russ Gibson. 21, fly ball to center. Combs goes back a bit, makes the catch for out number 2. Retreating back to first, Don Demeter. Top of the order, Reggie Smith is 0 for 2. Switch hitter batting lefty. Come on, Reggie. If he goes yard, we'll cut the lead in half. Reggie Smith in 1967, 15 home runs. We're looking for a bippity-boppity-boom. The pitch to Smith. He chops it to short. Koenig fires to first, side retired. Reggie Smith chased high and chopped it in the dirt. Bottom of the 5th, Yankees 4, Red Sox nothing. Don McMahon back on the mound. They'll face Koenig, Ruth, and Gehrig. Koenig 0 for 2. McMahon, the windup, the pitch. Ball 4. Now we have lefty-lefty. Red Sox playing for 2. Ruth is 0 for 2. The pitch to the Bambino. He walks. Oh, boy, that's where McMahon has control problems. That's it for McMahon. Gehrig has killed the Red Sox, 467, 9 ribbies, and I believe 4 home runs in the series. Here comes Sparky Lyle. Lyle coming into this game very early due to Stange not pitching well at all. So Sparky Lyle has a save. And he's 1-0. Lyle's ready to work. No outs, 2 on. The pitch to the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. Gehrig triple to left center. Unbelievable. Lou Gehrig crushes that shot. Bounces into the monuments as a kick to the right. Gehrig knocks in another 2 ribbies. He has 11 ribbies in the series. Headed to the MVP. It is now 6-0. Infield in. The pitch to Musil, who is 1 for 2, triple and a strikeout. That's a hit on the 11. 7-0. Oh boy, this looks like a reenactment of the Boston Massacre in Game 3, when the series was tied at 1 and the Yankees won 15-1. Musil looking to steal. Still no outs. We need a low roll here. And he's gunned out. Russ Gibson guns out his second New York Yankee. Mike Andrews applies the tag. 1 out, base is empty. Lazzeri steps back in the box. The pitch from Lyle to Lazzeri. Lazzeri chops it to third. Demeter plays it on 2 hops. Fires to Scott. 2 down. Ben Pasquale, 2 for 2. A single, a double, and a ribby. Pasquale, right-handed stick. The lefty Lyle looks in. He's ready. The pitch to Pasquale. Swing and a miss. Side retired, but the Yankees plate another 3 runs. We go to the top of the 6th. 7-0. Yankees series tied at 2. Game 5, best of 9. Dwayne Mart's YouTube network has joined us. Please check out and subscribe to that marvelous channel. Lots of APA baseball using Digital Diamond Baseball as a helper to keep stats. I just picked up the Bats APA series from 1999. I picked up a lot of those teams. A lot of fun. A lot of fun, Dwayne. Well, things not going good for my beloved 67 Red Sox. So far, prior to this, 3 out of the 4 games were really fun. Game 2, Yankees kicked the living snot out of the Red Sox, 15-1 as I stated. And this is so far a 7-0 laugher. Mike Andrews 1 for 2 at the plate. Shocker to Andrews. 22 to Gehrig. I think that's a hit. Yes! Diving attempt by Gehrig off his glove into right field. Yastrzemski 0 for 2. He is due 2 pop-ups. Now pop one out of the ballpark. Dwayne March says, bats are a great set, Al. I love them. Oh, it's so much fun. And I had bought an earlier All-Star set from someone who makes APA cards, Chris White, and they're fun too. But the 99 has some similar, same players, but they have more modern players up to 99. So I picked those up. The only team I really want that I couldn't find on eBay were the Yankees. Here's the pitch to Yaz. Ground ball to second, Lazzeri to Koenig. They get the force on Andrews. No throw to first. Yastrzemski reaches on the fielder's choice. Why is Yaz stealing 7-0? I hate automatic steals. Oh, high roll. He doesn't get the jump, thank God. Come on, Canigliaro, 1 for 2. The pitch to Tony C. Grounds it to Koenig. This is a double play, I believe. Koenig, Lazzeri, Gehrig, 6-4-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 7-0 Yankees. Red Sox, if they can't turn the tide of battle, and the battle is running away from them, or running over them, will be down 3-2 in the best of 9. Sparky Lyle back on the mound to face Dugan, Collins, and Combs. The pitch to Joe Dugan, 0 for 2. Lyle gets the ground ball to the right side. Andrews to Scott, 1 down. 1 out for Pat Collins. He's 0 for 2. How do you do? The pitch to Patty Collins. Oh, Nelly. Lyle wanted the call. He didn't get it. Now we have a base action chart. Possible balk. Thrilling. So we have to stay 4 or under. It's a balk. Snap throw to first. They call a balk. Collins is second. Earl Combs, 1 for 3. Lefty-lefty matchup. Lyle peeks over his shoulder. Now the pitch. Homeward bound to Earl Combs. That's a 21 to Andrews. I believe that's a hit. It's a possible infield hit. We need a 1-6. 1-6. Yes! Andrews diving stop from his knees. Throws to Scott. What a stretch to get out number 2. Advancing to third, Collins. Great play by Mike Andrews. Here is Mark Koenig. Ruth on deck. Koenig is hitless with a walk. Lyle nods his head. He kicks and deals to Mark Koenig. Ground ball to Demeter. The third baseman fires to Scott. Collins stranded at third. We go to the top of the 7th. 7-0 Yankees. Series tied at 2, but it doesn't look to be tied at 2 for long. Shocker back up on the bump, throwing a 5-hit shutout. He'll deal with Scott, Horton, and Petrocelli. The pitch to the boomer, 0 for 2. That's a ground ball to Koenig. He fires to Gehrig, 1 out. Scott 0 for 3. Tony Horton has popped out to short twice in foul territory. Willie Hirahu. The pitch, homeward bound to Tony Horton. 34. Got under it. Shallow fly ball to center. Combs comes in, makes the catch, 2 down. Rico Petrocelli batting 0-5-9. The pitch to Petrocelli. Oh, Nelly! He's going to get a hit at least. We need a 1. It's a 4. Single to center field. Inning stays alive for Don Demeter. He's 2 for 2. Come on, Donnie. 11. We could have a homer here. We need a 6. It's another single. Petrocelli goes first to third with 2 outs. We're going to pinch hit for Russ Gibson. Gibson is 0 for 2. All right. We're going to pinch hit with Dalton Jones. Jones batting 200. He had a start in game 1, and I think he's had one pinch hit appearance. In reality, Dalton Jones, 289, 3 homers. So Petrocelli at third, Demeter at first, Dalton Jones at the plate. Collins goes out to have a word with Urban Shocker. It's now or never for the Boston Red Sox of 67. The pitch to Dalton Jones. He walks. He held up. Yes. Bases are juiced. 2 outs. Reggie Smith 0 for 3. A chance for Smith to get some redemption. Smith batting 105. The pitch to Reggie. No redemption. 10! Oh, he needed the 11. Pops it up in back of the plate. Collins throws his mask to the left, waits for it to come down, makes the catch. The Red Sox leave them loaded. Oh, when I saw that 10, I thought it was going to be a base hit at first. I was like, oh, we need the 11. Bottom of the 7th, 7-0 Yankees. Coming in to catch is Elston Howard. Coming in to pitch, Ruth Gehrig Musil. Well, let's bring in Landis to pitch to Ruth and Gehrig. First appearance for Billy Landis. The pitch to Babe Ruth, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Rare play possibility. Is it a rare play? No, it's not. It's a dribbler towards the mound. Landis needs to roll a 5 or 6. Yes! We just nipped Babe Ruth. 1 out. That brings up the one-man wrecking crew for the 60 against the 67 Red Sox, Lou Gehrig. He's batting 500. 11 ribbies. Today he has a homer, a 2-run homer, a single, and a 2-run triple. If he hits a double, he hits for the cycle. Overall in the series, I believe he has 4 homers. The pitch to the Iron Horse. 23. He walks. Ball action, baseball action. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Howard. Good job by Elston Howard. Musil is 2 for 3. He's tripled, struck out, and singled in a run. The pitch to Musil, right-handed stick. That will be a fly ball to center. He chased high and away. Smith makes the catch. 2 down. Gehrig retreats to first. Tony Push-em-up Lazzeri has singled, tripled, and grounded out. The single produced a ribby. Gehrig will be off on contact. Landis to Lazzeri. 23. I think that's a hit. Yes, it is. Past the dive of Don Demeter in the left field. Lazzeri with 3 hits now. Here's Ben Pasquale. He singled, doubled. The double produced a run. Last at bat, he struck out. Landis to Pasquale. 56. That ball's driven to center field. On the move. Making a dive, but not making the catch. He smothers it. Reggie Smith. Gehrig scores. It's now 8-0. Here's Dugan. Rare play. Well, we're definitely throwing for first. Oh, awesome sauce. Let's roll a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a pop-up, foul territory right side. Andrews giving chase towards the stands. He makes the catch. We go to the top of the 8th. The Yankees get 1 in the 7th. 8-0, 27 Yankees. Due up for the 67 Red Sox. And what's turned into another massacre. Red Sox were massacred in Game 3 in Fenway, 15-1. Yeah, we're going to let Andrews hit. Andrews, Yastrzemski, Nigliero. If anyone gets on, Scott. Andrews, 2 for 3. Both hits, singles. Shocker to Andrews. Pops it up. Right side, Gehrig makes the catch. 1 down. Yankees throw it around. Yastrzemski is hitless. Here's the pitch to Yaz. Grounds it to Lazzeri. Over to Gehrig. 2 down. Tony Conigliaro flown to center, singled and banged into an inning-ending double play. 6-4-3. The pitch to Tony C. That's a triple! As he lashes one towards the monuments. Conigliaro stands at third with 2 outs, and now here is Scott. Scott, hitless. Come on, Boomer. Can the Red Sox get a run here? You got to start with 1. The offering to George the Boomer Scott. 53! Line drive, played on a hop by Ruth. Conigliaro trots in. Ruth lollygagging. Scott puts the brakes on. Ruth was baiting him as he fires it in towards second. Scott retreats to first, but it's now 8-1 Yankees. Come on, Tony Horton. 16. Singles to right. Tony Horton. Good job, Tony. 2 on, 2 outs for Rico Petrocelli. Rico Suave. Double! Yes! That should score 2 runs. Send Horton, send Horton! Oh, they put the brakes on it. So Petrocelli with 2 hits tonight. It's now 8-2. Shocker on the ropes. Don Demeter is 3 for 3. The odds of him going 4 for 4 are pretty slim to none, but we're going to go for it. 5. We got the 3 column. Over anxious, flies out to shallow center. The Red Sox get 2, strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 8-2 New York. Landis to Collins. 36. Fly ball, shallow right. Conigliaro makes the catch, 1 out. Landis to Combs. Ballpark effect. That's going to be an out. Fly ball to center. Coming in, Smith, 2 down. Landis to Koenig. Fly ball, center field. Smith squeezes it. We go to the top of the 9th. The Red Sox need 6 to tie and more to go ahead. Shocker, trying to go the distance. We're going to pinch hit for Elston Howard as we have 52 catchers on the roster. We really don't have 52 catchers, but like I said, anyone who played for the 67 Red Sox is eligible. So we're going to pinch hit for Elston Howard, who was only batting 111. Let's go with Ken Hawk Harrelson. First appearance in the series. Shocker to the Hawk. Ground ball to Koenig. The shortstop eats it up, throws to first. The Red Sox are down to 2 outs now. Yankees looking good to take a 3-2 lead in the best of 9. Reggie Smith awaits the Shocker offering. The pitch. Popped up. Third base. Dugan calls for it. 2 away. Comes down to Mike Andrews. Andrews 2 for 4. Yastrzemski on deck. Shocker looking for the complete game victory. He's ready. Collins sets the target. The pitch to Mikey Andrews. 33. Swing and a miss. He chased a horrible pitch in the dirt. Side retired. Game retired. The Yankees crushed the Red Sox here in New York to the joy of the Yankee fans. The 27 Yankees in Murderers Row now take a lead in the best of 9, 3-2. Shocker evens his record at 1-1. Lee Stange 0-1. Second start, and it was putrid. Lou Gehrig, the MVP. And we'll tell you why in a moment. Gehrig is the MVP because he went 3 for 3. Scored 3 runs, knocked in 4, walked once. He also homered. He was a double away from the cycle as he singled, homered, and tripled. Petrocelli had a couple of hits, so maybe his bat will be alive with the sound of music of hits in the next game. Shocker went 9 innings, 11 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk, 2 Ks. ERA now drops to 3.18. He faced 38 batters. Lee Stange, ERA jumps to 6.52, only 3 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned, struck out 2, walked none, gave up a homer to, you guessed it, the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. McMahon pitched an inning, gave up 2 runs. They were earned. Walked 2, struck out 1. Sparky Lyle went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 1, struck out 1. Billy Landis pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 1. As Cutter Historical says, well, you can't win them all. And the Red Sox sure didn't win this one. So the Yankees take the lead in the best of 9, 3-2. And I've been playing the games offline. I just felt like playing a game online tonight after the Red Sox lost a tough one to the Yankees. And then even in make-believe world, the Yankees beat the Red Sox. Back to the ballpark and exit. Now I want to, let's go to stats. Let's go to leaders. So Lou Gehrig is batting, or his on base is .591. His slugging is 1.438. Oh my God. On base plus slugging 2.028. Runs, he scored 8 runs. Total bases 23. Home runs 4. Ribbies 11. Lou Gehrig has been outstanding offensive juggernaut in this series, a one-man wrecking crew against the 67 Red Sox. Unbelievable. Back to the schedule. Who do they want us to pitch in? Well, we're not pitching Gary Ding Dong Bell as he lost the 15-1 game. I don't know who we're going to pitch. We might go with Santiago. Let's go teams. Roster pitchers. We might go Santiago. One and 2 column, pretty good. He's got a lot of 1s, a lot of 2s. 3 column has 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. That's a fielding column for 4, infield defense. 5, pitcher control. The 3s and the 4s, not bueno. 6 column is where a batter can get power off the the pitcher. The 2s aren't bad, but the 3, 3, 4, 4 is not good. We might go with Santiago. He was 12-4 in reality with 5 saves with a 3.59 ERA. Might do that. Yeah, I watched the current Red Sox. They lost. Hi, Enzo. How you doing? ID Gesture, how you doing? Check out and subscribe to his wonderful channel. Our good friend IDJ. I don't think we can go Lomborg on short rest. Ken Brett. I don't think it's a good option. I mean, he's going to walk a ton of guys. And this might go, I think this goes to, does that mean it goes to the 6th column? I don't remember. No, that doesn't, he's going to walk guys. He's going to strike out guys and he's going to walk guys. And he really only pitched, in reality, he really only pitched 2 innings and then they put him on the World Series team because they didn't have any lefties. This is the older brother of George, who was a solid professional pitcher. Jerry Stevenson has always been clutch for me. I think we're going to go Santiago in the next game. I think that's what we're going to do. All right. So we're down 3-2 in the best of 9. Quick recap, if you just joined us and you care. Game 1, Yankees come back to win 5-4. Lomborg the loss, Moore the win. Homers for the Red Sox. Yastrzemski and Canigliaro. Homers for the Yankees, Gehrig and Pasquale. The MVP of the game, Lou Gehrig. Game 2, Red Sox win 4-3. Sparky Lyle gets the win out of the pen. Shocker, the loss. Gehrig hits another home run. That's home run number 3 because he hit 2 in game 1, I forgot. And Tony Horton, the Red Sox DH, player of the game. Series tied at 1. Game 3, the Boston Massacre. Yankees win 15-1. Gary Ding Dong Bell got his bell rung. Herb Pennock got the win and the MVP. Game 4, Red Sox, as they travel back to New York, win a tight one, 3-2. Lonborg evens his record in the series 1-1. Hoyt, who had a no decision in game 1, gets the loss in game 2, and Sparky Lyle picks up the save. Russ Gibson homers for the Red Sox. Ruth homers for the Yankees. Ruth, in a losing cause, somehow is the MVP. Red Sox tied the series at 2, and as we just witnessed, in Game 5, it was ugly, 8-2 Yankees. So we need a tight one and a win or a laugher for the Red Sox to tie the series at 3 best of 9, remember. So Game 6 will be played, probably not on the channel. I just felt like streaming tonight. So I'd like to thank Dwayne Martz, YouTube Network. Please check out and subscribe. ID Jester, please check out and subscribe. He says, I'm done with the War Room for a while. Never say never, but for now it's over. Oh, those were fun when I watched. But hey, you gotta, sometimes you gotta do what you do, IDJ. Thank you again. Enzo the Picker dropped by. Cutter Historical, thank you. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Marquand 1976, thank you. And D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer, thank you. So, until next time, stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. I greatly appreciate your time. Check out the other wonderful content creators throughout the YouTube community. God bless, love you all, and until next time,